Welcome back to the channel, gents. Today we're doing another one. Alright. Have you ever looked in the mirror and realized you don't even recognize the person staring back at you? Like, that was me. I spent years trying to be what I thought others wanted, only to completely lose who I really was. Today I want to share my story of losing myself and how I started finding my way back. So, most of us deep down just want to be seen. We want to be liked. Sorry, my son. We believe that if we're not accepted by others, it means we are not enough. That was the story I lived for a long time. I wore a mask. I hid the real me, the anger, the shame, the true thoughts. Because I was terrified people wouldn't like me or like what they saw. Like, they wouldn't like me. But what I didn't realize was that every time I did that, I buried myself a little deeper. I buried myself not a lot deeper. Because I would say, or how I lost myself. Right? So let's start back. How I lost myself. I said yes when I wanted to say no. I laughed when I wanted to speak up. I followed the crowd. I followed most people, drinking, smoking, going along even when it was against my own values. I just did everything. I thought if I just fit in, if I just made everyone else happy, then I would be happy too. But the more I tried to be liked, the more invisible I became to myself. And over time, it left me feeling empty, confused, depressed, angry at myself. I would look in the mirror and I would feel disgust. I would look and I'd be like, I don't love this person who's staring back at me. I mean, there was no love there. There was no self-love. There was no. I didn't want to be this person anymore. I didn't want to play this character anymore. And the turning point for me was I eventually realized I couldn't keep living like this. The mask on the outside and dead on the inside. I had to make a choice: stay numb and lost, or start finding the real me again. It wasn't easy, right? This is not easy at all. It took time, it takes time, and a lot of self reflection, possibly painful self reflection. But it was worth it, right? It was worth it because I started discovering aspects of myself or the real me. So I want to talk about what helped me heal, what helped me get over this, right? Or start becoming my authentic self. So one of the first things that helped me was reading. I know it gets pushed a lot in this space and whatnot, but reading, it opens your mind to so many things. And I'm not saying read like you are taught to read in school. No, read to understand, to gain the knowledge. So if something hits you, stop reading, sit with it, digest it, understand it, think about it, write about it, understand what it is that is hitting you, right? So the things I would read, right, is like No More Mr. Nice Guy was the main one, the first one I discovered. Um, When I Say No, I Feel Guilty by Manuel Smith. So the Nice Guy is by Dr. Robert Glover, and when I say no, I feel guilty is by Emmanuel Smith. I recommend this too. There's some other books, but that's for later. Another really, really powerful book is Men's Work by Connor Beaton. these three books, I would say, for starting out, pretty awesome. They will get you, these books help me understand my patterns and more importantly, like how to break them, right? And something that I think, I'm not sure if it's overlooked now, I haven't seen many people in this space that I am in talk about this, but a powerful tool is using AI for deep questions, like the stuff that Connor Beaton does, right? I do it with AI a bit because I asked it to help uncover my nice guy traits, to dig deeper into my shame, my beliefs, my habits, and for the first time, I started discovering my inner world, to put it, because I did some really deep stuff with AI, some shadow work and getting some wounds, addressing some wounds there. And I realized that through this, I'm on the path to realizing, and I have realized that I am enough, that chasing approval will never fill that void inside, right? There's this massive gaping wound or hole, void inside you, and chasing approval will never fill that. The only thing is starting to become authentic, become the authentic you, because real connections come from being real, right? People can't truly love you if they don't truly know you, right? And they can't truly know you if you keep hiding. It's that nice guy intimacy dilemma where they crave real intimacy, but they fear it at the same time because that it has to be allow people in. So you don't have to perform. You don't have to prove to anyone. You just show up as you, right? You show up as your authentic self. And now that does not mean you let everything go and you just, care about stuff. No, you still have some decency, but you show up as yourself. So if yeah, show up as yourself. If this resonates with you, if you've ever felt lost or hidden, know that your real self is still there. He is in there. He hasn't disappeared. He's still there and he's waiting. So it's time to stop chasing approval, and start creating a life that's truly yours. Thanks for watching. If this helped you, leave a comment and I'll love to hear from you. See you in the next one. Cheers.